Here we are, day 1, June of 2025. We've got a funky olive green carpet going on. It's a bit stinky in here. Beaver board is the stuff on the walls. There is some dirt that will need to be addressed and a little bit of grime. So beaver board here, you can see it's warped because of the historical water damage from the leaky roof. There's the closet and the chimneys covered in back there. And we have no idea what's under this beaver board. All we know is that it's historically been cold, and if you look closely at this window, the screen is completely shredded.
Day 1. People, we have wide floorboards. Yes! This is great! So here's what we have. This carpet, and then these floorboards. This is the ideal. I am so excited right now.
When I bought this house, I took a gamble on there being beautiful floorboards under here, so I was pretty excited.
I'm just dripping right now. It's hot out and I'm wearing a plastic bag. If it weren't for this little hole right here, I'd be cooked.
It feels like these first few steps went really fast because then boom, I had all the beaver board down off of the walls, and lo and behold, there were huge gaps where there was no insulation. So I got to work cutting and installing insulation in the walls, and then removing the closet, as you can see, uncovering the chimney, which was behind some blocking construction. And what I learned from this process is that it's fine to work in flip-flops in your own home if no one's watching you, except, oops, now the whole world is watching me. Yeah, I work in flip-flops sometimes, okay? I just do. I got my steel-toed boots, but it was so hot. So then the next step after this in preparing to apply drywall was to cover the walls with vapor barrier. I remember thinking this would go so much faster with 2 people, but I was just, running on adrenaline, just trying to do as much as I could. And then I learned how to drywall. So I call this room the practice room because I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I didn't know. I'd never installed insulation, vapor barrier, drywall before. My dad came over, my friend Kev came over. They showed me how to do it. And I didn't know you were supposed to start with the ceiling. So that's why this is the practice room. So you see that little gap above there? Yeah, you're supposed to do the ceiling first, like these 2 pros. That's my next door neighbors, Glenn and Angie. They've done this before, obviously, so they showed me how to do it. And, well, lo and behold, it got done, but it did take a really long time. I didn't really like drywall at this point, but I have to say that now I like drywall. It's like math and a little bit of construction together, and it was fun. And then I learned everything I know about mudding from my next door neighbor Glenn and also the Vancouver Carpenter on YouTube. The practice room. Again, I'm not very good at it, but hey, I got the job done and it worked out. There's only a couple cracks. So here I am sanding all of that drywall, figuring out that sanding drywall is probably my least favorite job, but luckily I had a good girlfriend come and help me. Painting crew. So I rented a sheet sander to start sanding this room, which in hindsight, it should have been a drum sander because it wasn't a great apparatus. It ended up breaking and I had to get another one. Here I am trying to figure out how to turn it on, but I did figure out how to turn it on. And you know what? It's like mowing the lawn, except it takes way longer. However, you know how excited I was to pull up the carpets. Well, guess how excited I was to finally be seeing this wooden floor. Oh my goodness. Just look at it. And yeah, it was a long process. This is a different sander with different grit paper, but oh my goodness, I was excited. And applying the clear coat to the floor that just brought out all of the character in the wood and gave it a really nice glow was, geez, it was just such a wonderful, wonderful project to take on because the result is just the most exciting thing.
Look at this beautiful floor in the morning. Look at this. Oh, I cannot wait to move in here today.
And it's just the most beautiful bedroom. I'm so happy. Many months went by and I didn't really do anything in this bedroom. I kind of worked downstairs, but then I came up and just took a look at this window and thought, it's time. It's time to tackle this old dirty window. I need to scrape it. I need to prime it. I need to paint it. I need to reglaze. It needs to come back to life. I need to put the trim back on that I took off, which I've already refinished.
Temporary curtains. Yeah, some work to do. First, I'm going to get the vacuum and vacuum up some of the insects. It's kind of fun to pick paint when it comes off so easily. I don't know if anyone else has that urge when you see flaky paint to just pick it off. Well, that's what I'm doing. Also, shout out to my neighbors who did this screen. So I gave them the window and they put the screen in. They put a new screen in because I don't know if you remember, but day one, this was just shredded. It was like an old screen. And so yeah, they put all new screens in these and they look really good. So I finished scraping this window and cleaning it, and it's not perfect, but here's the thing is that I could go all day trying to make this perfect, get off every little piece of paint, but I don't want to do that. I'm not necessarily cutting corners. I just know where my time is prioritized right now, and I think getting some primer on this window and then getting it painted all in one day times 2, because I'm going to do 2 windows today, is what I want to do. So I'm going to take the window apart downstairs that I took out, and I'm going to scrape it and prime it downstairs, come back up here and prime this. It's just a little bit damp right now because of the cleaner. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Since I had the paint out for the window, I decided to go ahead and paint the chimney too. I went back and forth a little bit on it because I wanted to maybe figure out how to keep the brick look. But in order to do that, I would have had to learn how to point a chimney, which I just did not want to learn another skill at this point. And then as I started painting it, it was clear that this was the right choice. I really like how it came together, and I feel like it's a really interesting piece and kind of pulls the room together. What do you think?
All right, so I'm in the bedroom today, the master bedroom. There's no trim on anything. I've moved everything away from the walls, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm slapping on some trim. I'm gonna put it in place and then I'm gonna nail it. I think that's how you do trim. Feel free to drop in the comments if there's another way to do trim that I don't know about. But I'm now accepting tool sponsorships. So if anyone's listening who's connected to a tool company, send me your sponsorship deals.
Having a friend here just to motivate me and get me going was exactly what I needed. And they don't really have any expertise, but That's not what I was looking for. I just needed someone to hold me to it.
I'm not good at hammering, Beth.
I know, it's hard.
I want to be better.
That's why you're practicing right now.
God. Nailed it. That this board is the original boards that I took from this spot, and there's my name. I signed this board, and it has a signature on it of the guy who originally installed the baseboard. It might have been when he built the house, I'm not entirely sure, but I signed it too, and this is where I took it from, so this is where I'm going to put it back.
Sanding and caulking the baseboards was the next step. So here I am using the palm sander.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Here we are tag teaming the caulking around the tops and the joints of the baseboards. My goal was to get this all done in one day, and lo and behold, it came together. Here's Steve putting the window trim back on that I took off almost a year ago and painting the baseboards. We also managed to sneak a little quarter round on there, even though I didn't record that part on camera. And with that last bit of paint, this bedroom is finished. Just a reminder of where we started. This is what it looked like before and after. So fresh, so bright, and it smells so much better. I don't have a lot of furniture right now. It's not really decorated, so to speak, but I don't know. I kind of like this phase. I like when it's not cluttered. I'll be really choosy about what I put in the space. Before and after. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Have a great week.